Okay, YouTubers, this is Joe from Maritonian TV. Another game of interplanetary I Spy going on here, back on Mars. But we are with the Spirit Rover, and the Spirit Rover took this image years ago, I think back in 2004 or 5, I think it was. And we have this image here of you've got a ridge line of rocks coming right to the front here, and we have a rather strange object here. Now, is this a rock? Possibly. Is it something else? It may well be, and it was brought to my attention by Vladimir Vladimirov, who posted this on Mars Moon Space TV. Mars Moon Space on Facebook. Okay, Facebook group, and here we have his set of images here, and you can clearly see that this is not a normal rock, if it is a rock, and really does look like a piece of wreckage. And he's cleverly compared it, I think, to this, which I found quite funny to start with, but actually when you look at the shape of this object, it does bear some resemblance to the front of a camper van or vehicle of some sort. Pretty crazy, I know, but do bear in mind that this guy also, Vladimir Vladimirov, is the guy that discovered the Mars battle tank, which is something I published about a month ago and is doing rather well on YouTube. And really does look like a tank. It has a turret and what looks like a gun, and it's got wheels on the side, and it has, well, it just does look like a tank. It may not be, but it really does look like one. I'll put this page up as well for you in the links below, as well as all the other links for the Wikipedia page. If you don't know much about the Spirit Rover, it was sent up in 2004 and ran for a good 6 years before it conked out at the end of 2009, I think it was. 2010 or something like that. So yeah, it ran for 6 years and sent back thousands of images, as all the rovers have so far, many thousands of images. And this is an early one taken right back from Sol 105. So this was in the first 105 days that they were on the surface. It was on the surface, I should say. So there we have it. Great comparison, I think, here. Really, really cool. As for the scale of this thing, let me show you the folder I've got here, and we'll try and work out how big this thing is. Here's the raw image. Now, I imagine that's about 20 or 30 feet away. So if this is a vehicle or something similar, it's small. But as we have found with many Mars objects, the intelligent objects on Mars are only about a third of the size of the ones we have on Earth. In other words, that tank thing I showed you a second ago is only about a third of the size of a tank on Earth. And if this is a vehicle or some kind of intelligent structure or bit of wreckage, then the scale would be only about a third of the equivalent thing on Earth, okay? That's something that has been worked out by me and other researchers over the last few years, looking at so many Mars images. A lot of the things we're finding are similar to ours, not the same, but much, much smaller, okay? So that is the image there. Now let me show you a close-up. Here's a raw clip. It looks a bit choppy, but this has been enlarged quite a lot. But this does look like there is some internal parts to it. In other words, this is hollow and is very reflective. And when you increase the contrast, it gets very bright on here. So it may well be metallic, like some kind of wreckage. Could it be a turret from a tank? Could it be a vehicle? Could it be something else, like a bunker that's been blown up? Bunkers have been found. Possible tanks have been found as well. So who knows what it is? But either way, it does look like some kind of intelligent structure or object that's wrecked and lying on the surface of Mars, okay? Now, let's have a look at the proper enhancement I've done of that. This one here, where I've highlighted it. Well, it's basically drawn around it and then just changed the colour of it and played with the contrast on there, just to push it out for you. In fact, it looks better when you look at it a bit smaller, because it does get a bit blurry when you get too close, as a lot of these things do. So there we have it. It kind of looks like a turret or a bunker or some kind of structure, and you've got this internal stuff here, where it looks like it's been smashed or blown open or hit with something. Could it be yet more evidence of a war on Mars? I haven't seen many things in the Spirit Rover images, but to be honest, I haven't really searched many of them myself. I've mainly been concentrating on the Curiosity and Opportunity rovers in the last few years, and kind of neglected this one a bit. Perhaps I will go through more of them and see what else there is to find, because I'm sure there must be. So there we have it. Let's have a bit of a closer look there. There we are. Very interesting. What is it? So if you have any ideas what you think this might be, please leave a comment below. Full credit obviously to Vladimir, who's done this really cool kind of montage here of images. It's probably not a camper van or motorhome, but it does bear some resemblance in shape, especially this front part here. So he's not a million miles away from it, seriously. It may well be a blown up vehicle or some kind of bunker or something similar. I really don't see why it shouldn't be. There was probably a war on Mars. Dr. John Brandenburg has said that the evidence has been found. Radioactive isotopes have been found in the Mars atmosphere, which are only prevalent after a nuclear explosion. Not a natural explosion caused by some kind of meteor strike or something like that, but an unnatural, man-made style nuclear explosion. In fact, he says there was 2. So this may be yet more evidence of a nuclear war on Mars, and maybe some of the wreckage left over. Who knows? It could just be a pile of rock, but it really doesn't look like that. And if you compare it to the other rocks in the area around here, it does look very different. It's got a totally different luminosity. It's got a sort of internal shape to it. It's very reflective on the left side there where the sun's catching it, and it doesn't look like a normal rock. There we have it. So great stuff by Vladimir yet again. He's struck gold, I think, again, turning out to be a really good researcher. I'll have some links to his stuff below in the description as well. And if you want to check out the Spirit Rover and you don't know where to get all the links from, you can download my free Artalian TV app, and you can either get the Android version for your phone, or you can just click on the HTML5 like this and go to research on your laptop or whatever, or on your mobile device, and you can go and pick which rover you want to look at. Spirit Rover, there we go, there's the Spirit Rover. You've got all the different rover pages here, and basically this app will link you to basically all the NASA apps. And what I did is I got all the NASA apps and I built them into one, and it links to all of them here, all the different space missions, including moon missions, Mars missions, and everything else you can imagine. And I do update this occasionally. If there's any more new missions coming along, I'll add these on as well. But basically, you can get to all the galleries here, all the NASA and European Space Agency galleries, and look at any image you like. In fact, this links to something like 20 to 25 million space images, and many of those are rover images. Okay, so it's a very, very powerful tool, this, and it's absolutely free, and there's no advertising on it whatsoever. So it's not going to do your head in with stupid things coming up on your screen like many apps do. So do check it out. There's always a link to these things in my descriptions under the video, or you can find the link on my channel page, Artalian TV Mars Zoo page. You can see it on the main page up on the banner. Okay, so do check it out. Check out all the links here. Check out this page, Mars Moon Space, and he's given all the links to these images here. This actually appears on the page. Let's have a look here. In about 4 images, that one, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 actually, 5 or 6 even. And I think the clearest one is this one here in the middle, or just there. So you can see this thing in multiple images, and some of them are a bit brighter and some are a bit darker. But this I think is probably the best one, because it seems to have better definition. And it really does. It does look like some kind of intelligent object, perhaps a wrecked vehicle or something else. Could it be part of a spaceship? Could it be part of a satellite? Could it be part of a blown up tank? Could it be a blown up bunker? Could it be something else? Who knows? Answers on the postcard as usual, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Stick them in the comment section below. And please share the video if you can. It really helps. And give the thumbs up. I will see you soon.